What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dummy Wormy. I'm coming at you with another video, and it's been a abysmal time over at Ubisoft, considering that their stock prices just keep dropping, and the company is currently sitting at an all-time low. Hasn't seen a low like this for the past 10 years. It is an abysmal situation, and it's just getting worse for Ubisoft, considering we also have seen executives coming out here getting curious. Are they actually going to be, seeing any returns on investments amongst their games? We're also hearing calls from shareholders and people saying, hey, we should be taking the company private, privatizing the company because it's so bad right now. And following rumors of pre-order sales being drastically low for Assassin's Creed Shadows, rumors that, press reviews for Assassin's Creed Shadows weren't being given out, and, people weren't actually being able to test out the game beforehand. And shortly after Ubisoft properly announced that Star Wars Outlaws was also an abysmal failure, we got this. Ubisoft officially delays Assassin's Creed Shadows to February 2025. I want people to recognize this. This game was supposed to come out in November, late October, early November, maybe even mid-November. That's when this game was supposed to come out. Less than a month from release, we are getting the announcement that the game's getting delayed, that they're pushing the game back till February 2025. That is, okay, let's say let's give it November, okay? Let me give it November for the release date. I'm pretty sure it was late October, but it could be November. Let's say November, December, January, February. That's 4 months. That's a 4-month delay, a month out. This game is already in decline, and they're seeing internal metrics to determine this situation. But why don't we read this, shall we? Ubisoft announced ahead of its upcoming investors call that it has delayed Assassin's Creed Shadows to February 2025. In a document updating its financial targets for fiscal year 2024 to 25, Ubisoft announced Assassin's Creed Shadows will now be released on 14th of February 2025. The company explained, while the game is feature complete, the learnings from Star Wars Outlaws release led us to provide additional time to further polish the title. This will enable the biggest entry in the franchise to fully deliver on its ambition, notably by fulfilling the promise of our dual protagonist adventure with Neo and Yasuke, bringing two very different gameplay styles. And I didn't pull this up, but what were some of the things they probably learned from Star Wars Outlaws? Oh, the amount of bugs the game had, the broken state that game was delivered in. Oh, is that what you're learning? Is that what you're discovering? That maybe your game is filled with bugs and is broken just like Star Wars Outlaws was? Funny how this happens. Funny how your subpar product that you keep regurgitating over and over again is broken day one. Oh, but that's why we're delaying it, guys, because of bugs and brokenness. That's why. It's definitely not because internally we are discovering that nobody is excited for this game and that it's already on track to flop. Furthermore, the company revealed we are departing from the traditional season pass model. All players will be able to enjoy the game at the same time on February 14th. And those who pre-ordered the game will be granted the first expansion for free. The company concluded, the game will mark the return to our new release on Steam day one. They're doing everything they can to get people to purchase and play this game. Take note what they just said there. And again, I should have pulled this up beforehand. And that's what I'm going to do right now. I should have pulled this up. Here it is. Here's the pre-order Assassin's Creed Shadows site, okay? Beforehand, all their pre-orders are going to be getting the same thing. They're doing away with the season pass. They're doing it away, guys. Everybody will be able to get the same thing. Oh, so you mean the people that purchased the $110 aren't going to get to play that game? They just wasted $110? What about the people that purchased the $130? Are they just screwed? Did you just screw people out of money with this announcement? Because that's what it's sounding like. It's sounding like everybody's going to be able to play this game day one. Oh, none of the season pass stuff's going to be in there. And on top of that, you're utilizing this game. You're utilizing this game and Star Wars Outlaws to help jump your Ubisoft Plus. You know, your $17.99 a month special thing. No, we're now doing away with that. And we're just going to be throwing everything on Steam as well. You know nobody's purchasing your game. You know the metrics are horrible for this game. So you're now delaying it, trying to butter people up even more to get more people interested in your game. And I got news for you. It ain't going to work. All of this is signs of desperation. All of this is signs of them trying to move maybe the goalpost a little bit, try to make it look like their current fiscal year is not going to be as abysmal as it really is going to be. And maybe try to just migrate it off a little bit to say, well, we're going to make this a 2025 write-off and not a 2024 write-off. That's what we're going to be doing here. An official post to the company's X account, Ubisoft's Mark LX Quote, I'm probably butchering that, elaborated Assassin's Creed Shadows as a dream project for us, finally bringing in the series to feudal Japan with many features developed with our community in mind, such as parkour and renewed stealth brought by new technology, all set in a beautiful and immersive world. This is an ambitious addition to the franchise, a rich experience that can be lived through the eyes of two unique protagonists, but we realize we need more time to polish and refine the experience, pushing further some of our key features. As such, we've made the decision to postpone the release date to February 14th, 2025. The game will release on a broad range of platforms, including Steam at launch. Additionally, pre-orders will be refunded, and all future pre-orders will be granted to first expansion for free, he continued. So you're refunding the pre-orders, and you're introducing Steam. Mind you, by them introducing Steam, that means we get SteamDB charts. We get Steam tracking day one. We get to see how many people will be purchasing this game and how many people will be playing this game. Who wants to bet that it's going to be worse than they predict? All this reads to me is desperate. Begging people to purchase their game, begging people to play their game. And it's interesting to see that. It's interesting to note that because it's not like Ubisoft decided last week that it would be a smart idea to run to the New York Times and release a massive hit piece on gamers. Not like that happened. And it's also not like Ubisoft decided to, apologize to the Japanese audience. And this major apology that boiled down to nothing more than shut the hell up and buy our game. Not like any of these things have actually been going on. Not like a single one of these things have been going on. I thought your game was on track to do gangbusters. I thought this game was gonna break records and be the rekindling of excitement for Assassin's Creed. If that was the case, then why are you delaying it? Why are you delaying it an additional 4 months? What's going on, Ubisoft? What's happening? I thought this was a grand slam for you. I thought your justification for charging this was because it's quadruple A games that are fantastic for gamers and all designed for gamers. What's going on? Oh, it's already failing. Nobody is pre-ordering it. Nobody is interacting with it. And all this is a desperate ploy to try to pump up the numbers even more and get people on board for this subpar, identity politics driven game that is just regurgitated version of what's come before. That's all it is. That's all we're seeing here. Desperation. But I'm going to leave it there. Let me get you guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it up, friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video go live, guys. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.